Alex was an ordinary young man with extraordinary dreams. Every morning, he woke up before sunrise, determined to make the most of his day. He had a small apartment, a modest job, and a heart full of hope. His dreams were not of fame or wealth but of creating something meaningful, something that could change his life and the lives of those around him. Friends admired his dedication, while family often worried about his ambitions. They wanted him to be safe, to follow a path that felt secure, but Alex's heart refused to settle. He believed life had more to offer, and he was ready to chase it, no matter how hard the journey might be. At first, things seemed simple. He worked diligently, stayed focused, and believed that hard work alone could overcome any obstacle. But life has a way of testing even the strongest minds. One day, a sudden problem struck, something no one expected. Perhaps it was a sudden job loss, a personal betrayal, or a health scare. Whatever it was, it shook Alex to his core. He felt a heavy weight on his chest, a sense of helplessness he had never known. Questions ran through his mind constantly. Why now? Why me? How will I survive this? The struggle was not only external. Alex faced challenges from society and his environment. People who once encouraged him now doubted his decisions. Opportunities he thought were guaranteed suddenly vanished. Bills piled up, responsibilities multiplied, and it felt as if every door he tried to open was slammed shut. He started feeling isolated, as if no one understood his journey. The young man who once carried hope like a shield now felt vulnerable and alone. The internal battle became as painful as the external one. Fear, doubt, and frustration grew louder with each passing day. Despite the heavy challenges, Alex did not completely give up. Deep inside, a tiny spark of determination remained. He remembered why he started and the dreams he refused to abandon. Every failure, every rejection, and every harsh word added pressure, but it also forced him to reflect, to learn, and to plan his next move carefully. He began to notice small lessons hidden in his struggles, the importance of patience, the need to adapt, and the strength that comes from enduring pain. By the end of this part of the story, Alex had reached a critical point. Life seemed to have cornered him, leaving no easy path forward. Yet, somewhere inside, he felt that this was only the beginning of his true journey. The audience can feel his pain, empathize with his fears, and begin to root for him. The struggles, though intense, are setting the stage for an incredible transformation. Viewers are left hanging, wondering how Alex will fight back, and inspired to see a young man facing life's toughest moments without losing hope. After hitting what felt like rock bottom, Alex realized that life was testing him not to break him, but to show him his true strength. He took a deep breath, wiped away the doubt, and decided he would not let failure define him. The first step was small but significant. He began to face his problems one by one. He analyzed what went wrong, accepted the mistakes he could control, and ignored the things beyond his power. Slowly, he started to feel a spark of hope again, a feeling he had thought lost forever. The journey of fighting back had begun, and with it came lessons of courage, patience, and persistence. Alex sought guidance from those who had walked similar paths. A mentor, a teacher, or even a supportive friend shared wisdom that opened his eyes to new possibilities. He learned that setbacks were not signs of weakness, but opportunities to grow stronger. Each piece of advice, each encouraging word, fueled his determination. He tried new strategies, took risks he had once feared, and pushed himself beyond the limits he had imagined. Every small success, no matter how minor, added confidence and energy to his efforts. The road was still challenging, but for the first time, he felt equipped to navigate it. Along the way, Alex faced moments of doubt and fear, but he had learned to face them instead of hiding. When one project failed, he analyzed it, learned, and tried again. When people doubted him, he reminded himself of the vision that had always guided him. The young man who had once felt cornered by life now began to see opportunities where before there were only obstacles. His persistence began to pay off, projects succeeded, relationships improved, and recognition started to come. The victories were small at first, but they built momentum, each one stronger than the last. The emotional impact of Alex's journey became evident not just in his actions, but in how he felt inside. Pride replaced fear, confidence replaced doubt, and joy replaced despair. Viewers can feel this transformation as if they were walking beside him, experiencing every struggle, every moment of courage, and every tiny triumph. It creates a powerful connection, making the story not just inspiring but relatable. People watching can imagine their own struggles and feel motivated to fight back with the same relentless spirit. Eventually, Alex achieved a major breakthrough, a success that once seemed impossible. It was the culmination of patience, hard work, and unwavering belief in himself. Life that had once tried to stop him now stood as proof of his resilience and determination. The moral became clear: challenges are temporary, and true strength is revealed when we refuse to give up. Alex's story inspires viewers to look at their own obstacles differently, not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones toward personal growth and achievement. By the end of this section, Alex reflects on his journey. He knows that life will continue to bring challenges, but he also knows he now has the tools, mindset, and courage to face them. His story leaves the audience with a lasting message: no matter how hard life pushes, we all have the power to rise, fight back, and succeed. The story concludes with hope, motivation, and a deep emotional impact that encourages viewers to take action in their own lives and never give up on their dreams.